why did you get into cryptocurrencies? What's your main objective with them? I know that I got into it because I wanted to know, how could I make more money? How could I do it more easily? I work hard in what I do, and so I wanted to find a way to be able to leverage that in a responsible way, because I've made mistakes in the past around my finances. I was making a lot of money within the self-help industry as an author, as an intuitive coach. And then I had guidance, advice where it was go big or go home, and I blew everything. And I made some other business decisions where I fell into debt, and it took time to get out of that debt. And now that I am in the what do you call it? I'm green. I am cash. I have cash. I want to make sure that I can leverage that and be highly responsible. And I know that cryptocurrencies are a very, very volatile space to be in. Today, we're going to be talking about what I feel is a smart crypto investing strategy to be able to leverage the money that one's worked for. And I'll get into that. I'm going to show you the resources that I found. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network. Please go ahead, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to get my notifications on different time-sensitive news that I'm going to share here. Valuable resources within the crypto space, from altcoins to decentralized finance and everything within this space, because I am passionate about it. I'm currently also getting certified in blockchain because I want to make sure that I can articulate things more clearly. Ultimately, it's up to you what you do with this information. But I help in having this other point of view just to be able to think of things more carefully, because what's a fit for one person isn't necessarily going to be right for you. I know today that the market went crazy again. There was a massive dump. It happened last Sunday on Valentine's Day, where people who do leverage trading got absolutely wrecked. I read today on BitBoy's feed, someone said that they had 14 green candle trades, and then boom, one red candle wiped out those 14 positive trades. It is dangerous, it is risky, it is volatile. Also, from a tax perspective, when one takes those gains, short-term taxes within the US, you're paying much more. As soon as you go over that 12-month period, your capital gains tax is going to be less. So I, at the moment, am focusing. I've tried a little bit of day trading, and I'm going to be taking a more advanced technical analysis course. And at that point, I may explore leverage trading of very small amounts. Here in the US, you can only leverage up to 5 times anyway. And I would never get a VPN, because at the end of the day, as a US citizen, and I think this is the same for the UK as well, that it's not worth taking the risk. I don't want the IRS coming for me. I mean, I'm small fish compared to other people out there, but I just want to know that I can sleep at night. If for some reason there's something that you think, could this be risky? Then it means it is risky. So let's get into staking rewards and why I feel, for a number of reasons, why it's a really smart thing to do. I'm going to share my screen with you now. All right, so first of all, the way that I came across staking rewards was when I bought Graph GRT. I love GRT. I am a huge fan of it. I'm hodling it. And you can see my other videos on why I'm hodling it, why I love it. And please remember to subscribe to the channel, right? Hit that bell for the time-sensitive notifications that I do on the resources that I am finding and using for myself. Of course, take what resonates for you and only take that. So Graph here, I got my Graph, and then as I started to read further into their website and on their Twitter as well, they talked about that you can become a delegator, an indexer, or a curator. Well, to be a curator, you have to be advanced in software programming. Also, to be an indexer where you're building subgraphs, you have to have a good amount of software development knowledge. However, as a delegator on the graph network with your graph tokens, you don't. You can just go and give that to some type of staking facility. So I started to research into this deeper, and when I was looking into it in December and Graph had just launched, this was, it was really outside of my comfort zone in terms of how to go and stake those rewards. And let me just scroll down here. You can see here's all the information on staking. This is more advanced. I'm starting to learn all of this stuff now about subgraph availability oracle. For someone who understands the software development, great, but for someone like myself who is newer to this, I just wanted to figure how could I go and get on this system. So let me just keep scrolling down here. Where do they have they have a very specific part where it talks about where you can delegate your graph to. So anyway, so take a look at that, right? This is under the graph.com, the blog in depth. And what I came across initially when they launched this, there were, oh my gosh, the way that you would have to move your graph from one wallet to another, I was too scared to do that because I had bought quite a few thousand graph with thousands of US dollars. So I just didn't feel comfortable in doing that. And I am about to do this. I have not done this yet. I will do a video on going through the process and how easy or challenging it was. So for example, with staking rewards, let me just show you this. If we're going with, for example, something like Coinbase is a global exchange. Coinbase is going public. This summer, they're going to be listed. Their valuation is around $60 billion. They insure you up to $250,000. I feel pretty confident with staking rewards, i.e. earning interest, right? You earn rewards on what you stake. And but they don't have Graph on here. They don't do that yet. Graph isn't staking on there. But I will show you a couple of resources I found where I feel that are really good to stake Graph and other altcoins as well. But you can see here, Cosmos staking rewards, right? So the estimated reward is 5%. And if you want to, and look, you've got Tezos and you've got DAI rewards. And then you have US, it's still good interest rates compared to putting in a savings account. But for US dollar coin, which is the stable coin, for US dollar, it's 0.15% there. So, it's small, but it's better than nothing, right? It's a good thing to do. So if I was going to add Cosmos, this is where I'd have to buy it, and then you just put that into the account. It's pretty simple to do, and it feels safe to do it on Coinbase. But my understanding is you're going to be paying higher fees. I also just shared recently that Ethereum, in another video, that they are going to have staking rewards coming soon, and you can sign up for that wait list, and you can get up to 7.5%. Now let's go to Binance. Binance here, simplest way to stake. The only thing is if you go with these larger exchanges where I just feel you're going to get less, but you have more safety, more peace of mind. And if you're brand new to crypto, then I would recommend that. I think that's the safe thing to do. And look, you can see here, for example, and I need to make a decision with this of what I'm going to do, because in terms of where I do stake, I might test out a couple of different things. For example, I have Harmony One. I'm a big fan of Harmony One, and I am going to be hodling that. So because I'm going to be hodling it, why would I not want to earn passive revenue on it? And so Harmony One's rewards here are 2 to 3%. Now I just want to show you your options. So you can deposit here. So look, I just want to show you, if I want to go and deposit my Harmony One, I'd have to log in for this to do this. So I'm not logged into my account right now, but I thought I was there. But here where you have to have a minimum holding there of 10,001. That's really not much at all, but you deposit and then you take that from your account to put in there. Now let's just go over here with your other option beyond, which is more than 2 to 3%. Here, this is in Harmony. And so in Graph, where they call you a delegator, in Harmony, you're called a validator. And so here you can see here, these are the returns with the fees. You're going to get higher returns here. These are all the people, right, who do development, who are staking the network, meaning they are, they're getting the network set up, and by sharing your token that you have, the person who stakes the network, who is verifying the network through the blockchain, they earn some rewards and you earn rewards. It's a win-win-win for everyone in building this new decentralized financial space. If we go over here, I want to show you as well another company site I found called Staking Rewards, and I really like their site and what they're providing here. I love that they have a calculator, right? This is stakingrewards.com, and they have so many different assets on here. They said they're currently tracking 170 yield-bearing assets with an average reward, if I can speak properly here, average reward rate of 19.92%. That's awesome. Look at this, Chorus One. I don't see this on Binance US or Coinbase, but earn up to 25.96%. I have Cardano, for example. So let's just take a look at that. And okay, so we're going to go to Cardano here, and you can see, I just love this site. Verify, here we go. The rewards here on Cardano are 4.27%. And I just want to go back here and show you Cardano is not available, it looks like, to stake on Binance US, and it's not here on Coinbase. So this is a nice option. So for example, I don't have too many Cardano. I bought what I could because I'd already put so much into Graph and into Bitcoin and into Ethereum. So I've got 500 ADA, and it shows me the return. So my 500 ADA is currently worth $565. My monthly earnings on this would be $2.01, yearly earning $24.13 based off of the current valuation for it. But if I'm just going to hodl it and I don't plan to sell it, why not earn interest on it? Just sort of put it aside. Now, I know some people that the markets are volatile. People are talking about it's going to hit the top and then it's going to crash. But even with a correction that comes in, because I believe as we go towards the summer, it's going to be an absolute frenzy. It'll calm down a little bit. And then around the end of 2021, it's going to go crazy again. Everyone's going to go crazy as more and more people like myself come into the space, right? We're those of us who are retail. We're not whales. We're not institutional. We're not humpback whales. We're not some major treasury fund. We don't specialize in managing a digital assets portfolio. And so, because of all those people coming to the space and not understanding, like I didn't understand anything about technical analysis or green candles or red candles or RSI indicators, on-chain, any of that. That it's been a learning curve. And so I know in 2017, when I came at the end, I bought at the time of the high of Bitcoin, and then the market crashed, and it absolutely floored me. I didn't have a clue what was going on. I personally, at this point in time, I am looking to hold for longer term. When I get towards the end of the year, and by then I will be fully blockchain certified, I'm going to do my due diligence again, and I'm really going to look at, am I going to hold everything, or am I going to take a small percentage of profits? Because from where my portfolio is now, everything is in profit. And I just feel that the ups and downs of the day trading, where I don't have that strong technical analysis, even though I feel like I've been quite lucky. And that partly is because I do now, what I do is I make sure I research very carefully. I research each potential investment. So 500 ADA, making that small amount of interest, it's better than nothing. It all adds up, is the way that I see it. If we go here to, you can see again, now the reward on Ethereum is 8.5%. Like I said, Coinbase is doing up to 7.5 coming soon. But right now, you can stake on Ethereum. Let's see, Algorand, their reward, it looks like it's lower. Binance has a good deal because their reward is 6.51 here. And let's just take a check here, take a look. Algorand is 8 to 10% staking reward, which is fantastic. I want to show you here that if one is nervous in going into the equivalent of this, where you can just see from within graph all the validators that are there, and going and picking someone to, let's say here, I'm going to, who do I want to go with here? Let me go, I like just to look at Moonstake. Let's just look at Moonstake here. And you see you delegate, right? So when you delegate here, you can look up it talks about the average uptime. You want to have at least 99.9 something percent in terms of the epoch. An epoch is normally a 23-hour cycle. You want to make sure that they're fulfilling on their promise. And the person who is staking for you, they end up getting a penalty if they don't stake on time properly. So you can see here, you can delegate, but you have to go and send it then to a certain, well, I have to sign in here for this, but you have to send it to a certain address. And this is why I just recommend doing a main exchange like Binance US or Coinbase, unless you feel really confident. If we go here, look at the search here for under staking rewards. So let's just go hang on, I'm going to go and post in the graph, right? And just show you this. So the graph right now went crazy today with that dump. So their reward is 6%. And so, for example, I have 21,243 graph, which right now would give me a monthly return of $220.93, yearly $2,651. I mean, that is a nice return if one is hodling. I'm not going to get that in a bank. I mean, it's just not even possible. There's also another company as well called Staking Facilities who work a lot with the graph. And you can see here they've staked almost 500 million with total rewards paid at 5 million plus. They're doing a lot of, great things too. And see, we are active throughout the Web3 stack. So they're staking Solana, Polkadot, Tezos, Chainlink, some of these ones I don't like. Foam, I don't know. That's a node operator. Thorchain. Now Thorchain is also here on Binance. That connects with, that's VeChain. That's 1 to 3%. Under staking facilities, I'm not sure, but they're only doing it for institutional there. So see just here within staking facilities, where they're only doing for larger institutions, for those whales, those humpback whales, you can actually go and stake that on Binance US, and I'm sure you can do it on Binance. I haven't looked at that just because I'm in the US, but there's a lot more you can do in the US. But I just wanted to just show you, here are some of the different opportunities, and they have a really, really strong team as well. They're based out of Germany. So how it works, this is a good description. In a proof of stake network, just as in proof of work network, the blockchain is maintained over a diverse and geographically distributed network of different computers or servers called nodes. The networks allow for a diverse set of entities to participate in their operation and earn rewards from doing so. So you can see validators run the infrastructure, and then the validators earn staking rewards and fees. And delegators, I would be a delegator, contribute to the security. So if you hold GRT and you don't have all the tech side of things, to me, this seems like a no-brainer if you plan to hold your graph to earn your rewards. Let's see if I go stake now. Layer 1, there's the graph, stake GRT. And then look, you have to send this. You have to copy this address. And look, it gives you a whole tutorial on how to do this. And this is what I have to read next before I do that, because I want to make sure that I'm sending my graph to the right place. And so they're doing here 3%. You get 3%. There's a 28-day lockup period to because they need that time within the cycle to be able to stake it. The slashing risk means when someone who is staking the network does something malicious, and there's no slashing risk with this. There's no illiquidity risk, and it does say there's smart contract risk. I'm not sure why on that. I would have to look deeper into that. And again, so just really anything you're not sure of, do your further due diligence before you make a choice. If you're not certain on something, don't rush into it. But I just wanted to let you know of these opportunities. It's something I've been looking at for a while. We've had our GRT properly. We had some in December, sold it, bought everything again back in January. Here we are, end of February, and I still haven't delegated because it's been outside of my comfort zone. But I'm definitely going to be doing this. And so here you go. Staking rewards, like I said, is the one that I'm leaning towards, stakingrewards.com. But I know that Staking Facilities has an excellent team. Otherwise, you can go with Binance US, Coinbase. And if you are somewhere else around the world where you don't have the restrictions that the US or the UK has, then you could use Binance. There's also crypto.com. There are a number of other exchanges to be able to stake or to stake directly with where the main website is for whatever the token is. So please let me know in the comments, have you already staked? Are you someone that is a validator? Is there anything that you could share around your experience? Have you already staked and had a good experience, had a bad experience? Anything around staking and staking rewards, please go ahead, and I look forward to having a conversation with you around that so that confidence can be built in being able to earn rewards through cryptocurrencies, which is an amazing opportunity for us while decentralized finance is being established. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already, please go ahead and do so. And remember to light up the bell so that you get my notifications. And I look forward to seeing you next time.